And I'm back, and what we're going to do here today is we're going to change those bottom mounts on the V70, and we're going to put in what are considered OEM brand mounts. These are Hutchinson brand mounts. The reason I'm doing this, even though I put in 2 new ones on the bottom not a month ago, is I'm getting a vibration. And vibration is quite a common symptom if you use other than Volvo mounts. And it's a pretty common problem if you look on Volvo forums or information online, that it's a very common thing with Volvo. If you don't use really high quality mounts, especially on the bottom, these two, that you'll get vibration up through the cab, and you'll get different kinds of vibration under acceleration. And so it's pretty hard to show vibration on a camera, but I'll tell you, still had some vibration in the cab at idle and under acceleration. There could be other things, that are causing that vibration, and I've gone through some of them, like the coils. I've taken a look at those again, fuel injection, and spark plugs, basic stuff like that. Okay, so I've got the car all up on jack stands and secured. So the top nut is right down here for the front mount. So I got an extension on it with a universal. And that's a 15 millimeter socket on there. Okay, that bolt came out of here. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And then this one out of here. Okay, so for the rear mount, the nut on the top of it, I guess the easiest way to find it is to look down here and look at your heater hoses, and it's pretty much straight in line with this hose here. A bunch of extensions and a universal and a 15 millimeter socket down there. Okay, so I just got it broke free. All right, let's see here. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to lift the engine up a little bit to change those mounts. So there's a that side mount here. The access is by holding this cover back like that. And here's your side mount. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out these 2 bolts after we put the jack under it, and that way we can raise the engine. Get them loose first, and then we'll get our jack under there, and then we'll take them out. Okay, going to take a little tension. Take a little tension on the engine. Okay. I figure we'll take this one off too. There. Now let's see if that'll come out. Okay, so with the engine on the jack, and this disconnected, I was able to pull that mount out, and we're going to put that guy in there. So we'll toss him up in place here. All right. All right, we'll get that located before we set the engine back down. Okay, so for the access on the back one, it's the same as before. I'm going to take this cover off. There's 4 bolts. I'm going to tip it out of the way, move these little ones out of the way. Okay, so I can't get the socket up there on the extension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it up above that cross link and put it over where the bolt is on the bottom of the mount, and then reach up between the mount and this frame and put my extension into it. And then it should let go. There's not much tape on there, just enough to hold it on here while I hold it in place. Because even using 1/4 inch drive, the 9/16 or the 14 millimeter socket won't pass up through that narrow gap. Okay, I've got the 3 mounts lined up side by side. This one is Professional Parts Sweden. This was an Anchor brand mount, and this is the Hutchinson. Okay, now I was just noticing when I press on here, that is quite soft and springy. Okay, But on the anchor mount, it's quite hard. It's quite a bit of difference. And Professional Parts Sweden, that is rock hard. And that's only maybe 2 months old, 3 months old. It's not that it's failed, it's that the vibration is there quite significantly with these mounts in. So that's why I'm going to the other one. But that's rock hard. Professional Parts Sweden. And not to say it's bad, it may be great for another car, but Volvo's really fussy. And this one here, the Anchor brand, it's softer, but not as soft as the Hutchinson. The Hutchinson is really quite soft. So maybe that's where it lies. It has to be very, very soft to work. I don't know. But let's see what happens. Okay, so here's the Hutchinson mount, and there's a heat shield for it. Okay, just sits like that because it's the exhaust goes right by it, right here. So they put a little protection for it right there. Okay, let's set that back in place. Okay, a little higher maybe. Okay, now. Out in there. Okay. You can see the threaded hole in the bottom of the mount right up through there. And I think you can see it. Okay, so this is how that bolt goes in. I tape the bolt to the socket, then I put it on top of that bar that crosses there. And I got it so that I could put the square of the 1/4" drive extension into it. And now I just got it started in the bottom of the mount. And it's pretty tough. It's a tough spot to get to. Okay, it's tight. And the socket is still on the bolt because I had it taped to it, but I'm just going to knock the socket off there. Okay, so I slid that back up on here, and I put that bolt in here, and see how that is? Just like that, and then there's 4 bolts that hold it up, like this, here and here, and that is the support for your catalytic converter and your muffler system. And it's good if you got that out of the way to reach that mount. Okay, so with the mounts back in, I used the air jack to raise and lower the engine until I could line up these holes in this mount and tighten those down. And that's done. So we're just going to release this. And we're just going to release that and then just put a little clip on here. And the wheel's ready to go back on. Okay, so we put this back in, the bolt there, and a bolt either side. We've got the wheel back on, and we have that front mount, the dog bone mount, in place. So everything's ready to go. Let's try this. Okay, I'm about to start the engine. Previously, with the worn mounts, there was vibration in the steering wheel, and all through the dash, everything would shake. And between 1500 and about 2500 RPMs, there'd be quite a vibration under acceleration. And then I changed the mounts. I put in these aftermarket ones, and I had the same problem pretty much. Not much had changed. And then through all the reading about putting in OEM mounts, I bought these Hutchinson mounts, especially for the 2 bottom ones. And we're about to start it, and let's see if this makes any difference at all. I don't feel hardly any vibration in the wheel at all. Wow. That's a huge improvement. There's no vibration coming up through the dash. I can hear the engine, of course, but nothing near what it used to be. Let's take it out on the road and see if we have any vibration under acceleration. Okay, so previously around these RPMs here, around 1500 RPMs, if I was to accelerate, there'd be a huge vibration in the engine. You'd feel it all the way up into the cab. And now that's not happening. So that is a fix for this vibration. If you've got a Volvo and you're getting this kind of a drone vibration between 1500, 2500 RPMs, it could very well be your engine mounts if you've eliminated anything else that it could be. It fixed it on this car, and quite happy with the results.